Always go for heroic. Now, we can go this way. Probably doesn't matter because we'll either go for the question mark like this. It's all the same in terms of the actual choice. So Sage's Leaf shields you from all harm for 4 seconds after taking damage. Sure. Gold and the choice. Base attack speed. Or do we, now that we're doing lots and lots of dashing, do we not care about movement speed? Although that reduces attack speed as well. I don't think we need to care about health regen at the moment, so let's just go with attack speed. And the question mark, because we have so much money, maybe it's a shop. It is not. We get to choose knowledge or strength. Let's go with strength. Earlier on, I probably would have chosen knowledge, but anyway, we arrive at the blacksmith, and now we can use the limit break service. So we can choose which one would we go for. Crossbow going up over 100 damage and fires on its own 10 times every 0.63 seconds with lots of piercing. Probably the best thing to actually choose. Throwing knife is very tempting though. Shame you can't choose that again. Troll blood. 100% health regen can regen up to 200% of your max health. So it goes above your max health. How does that work? Well, I don't know, let's just get it. And the wand and the cleaver. I don't know if it's a bug, but you can see that when I click it, it's... Yes. Like, it goes back to where we started. So we're on 6953 and it starts at like 20k. I could re-roll, but then we won't have enough to actually buy anything else, so we'll just move on. And now we're on to Zone 2 boss run. Sunburn. Corruption multiplier minus 10%. I'm okay with corruption though. Reduces max health. Let's just go with attack speed. Anyway, so we do the auto thing again. We're just going to stand here, wait for that to do its thing. Maybe I shouldn't be standing here, doing nothing, getting my drink. Seem fine. You can see on my health bar, there is that extra regen, the yellow bit? I assume so. So we have like a double health bar now. How does that work? I'm not going to complain. I just don't think it makes a lot of sense. We are over 100% health. But only because we could regen that high. Base area size, minus 10%, but extra damage. And damage mitigation, why not? Anyway. We will do lots of dashy stuff. And the boss of Zone 2 will be different to the boss of Zone 1. So look out for this in a second. Last time I had a Zone 2 boss, it was a big worm, and it is again. So I don't know if there's variation in that. And as you could see, I don't know, my dash being powerful as it is this the worm here? Like, can I attack it on the ground? No, I have to attack other things. You do enough damage to it with my daggers. thrown daggers is enough. I mean, it's got like lava boiling on the floor, lots of enemies, but I'm just too strong for it. And all these things. My health is at 200%. Let's go with... Aha, spike boots. So, this is ascended. This is like the top level, is it? Highest rarity. Whenever you dash, which we're doing a lot, activate your on take damage, which I don't think I have a lot of those things, but even still. Extra dash charges, reduced dash cooldown. Why would you not take it? 200 million experience. The Void statue. Food also attracts all soul gems. Excellent. And what are we going to go for? Attack speed, sure. And then we're on to zone 3. And there isn't really, like, much of a path here. So we're going to go to this chest. We're going to take extra damage. Sure, why not? Now, the enemies in this zone do a lot more damage, have a lot more health apparently. So you can see they have these crystals, more of those crystals dropping than you would have seen from previous rounds, from like the champions or things. But these are just the normal enemies. There's also like these annoying things spitting fireballs at me. Anyway, my health being, what is it, 200% at the moment. It's not affecting me. An extra projectile, but smaller size. And yeah, look, would you reduce your defense multiplier by 900%? I wouldn't. Anyway, so enemies here being a lot stronger provides again a challenge. There aren't that many things before we get to the boss in this level. In fact, I've never actually been to the boss in this level. In zone, sorry, shall I say. Maybe we should be banishing things, but that's going to reduce the projectile size even more. So just like small, like actual look daggers now. Right, so there's also this like crab shell thing, which was easy enough to kill. We're going to take the damage mitigation. Do you want to reduce our base defense or attack speed? I think so. And we will get the Fire Spirit again, which I don't know if we're killing things with fire. It's hard to know. Attack speed for reduction of 1 projectile. So now it makes, I think, more sense. It doesn't always. Mitigation, please. Followed by... sure, more damage. More damage, more good. I wasn't even paying attention to what I needed to do on this stage. Actually, my projectiles are very small. That's fine. Damage for reduction defense. Or defense for defense. Is this another weapon? It's not very good though, is it? Oh no, it's fine. So our chest, 800 million experience. Curse belt, regen 2% of your health per second, but less max health. Sure. And then we have another Ascended card, Lunatic. Increases base damage by a huge amount, defense piercing by a huge amount, base area size by a huge amount, but reduces defense multiplier by a huge amount and increases base corruption. That is very interesting. Sure, let's go with that. It's interesting, right? Reach at least 5 corruption, so now unlock the flesh armor for the next run. Well, following runs, Blacksmith's Insight, because we've reached at least 100 defense piercing. I mean, you can go look at the artifacts and banished cards that we have. Are these banished? I must have chosen something which banished a whole bunch of things. Or by not choosing things, I don't know. Somehow those are banished. Oh, and also the rogue that you have, you can change. Well, you can use a different person. We'll look at that maybe after. But at the end, it will show you the achievements you have. That's where I was going to, so you can see what unlocks what. We are going to go for Spiked Shield, and then again. So, right, so we need to break some crates. Now, having increased the corruption, we're about to find out if we've now broken the game. I mean, as in, will we actually be able to complete it? Are we really down to just normal things now? I mean, at least these give good things. Defense, piercing, or damage and defense. Let's go with... Well, no, it's defense piercing again, wasn't it? Let's have defense multiplier back up, please. What are we trying to do? Oh yeah, we need to open one more crate. And let's get size and knockback, sure. We'll reach at least 200% knockback. There's now an attraction thing, which is heroic. We have opened up 6 crates. Another champion looking thing. Or elite, even. Improve our defense, seeing as we've increased the corruption. And sure, more defense multiplier, but reduce shredding. Not really know what shredding is. Or is it shedding? Who knows? Who needs to read things? Anyway, as you can see, our health not really caring about this. Rarity reroll, we get that back. And our selection, we can again go for turtle and get attack speed then. Right, so now breaking crates. We can find the crates. It is quite dark in this third zone. There's another crate. I normally find that there's a crate up from one that you found. Sometimes. Not always, clearly. Okay, so we've opened enough crates now. And now that we're really getting towards the end, we probably don't need all the XP, so we can use Head Bash. Because that reduces the XP that you earn in favor of just doing damage. And I am in favor of just doing damage at this point. When we take damage, sure, because we're doing that whenever we dash as well. So we want as many on damage taking things as possible. I don't know, I'm doing most of the damage using the throwing knife, I thought. Yeah, let's keep getting Head Bash. So we got our optional rewards, so well, for a start we're going to... Yeah, damage multiplier for defense. It's about the same. It's just a trade-off really, rather than an improvement. And this one, just... let's go with that one. Reach at least 666 defense piercing, so we now have another ascended one unlocked. Which... Unholy Aura. Improves the defense piercing multiplier. But again, increases corruption. So the ascended ones tend to increase corruption. Where are we aiming for now? The next fight. Makes sense. Just kill enemies. Just dash around. We're up to like 20k gold again. So hopefully, I saw a question mark ahead on the map. Hopefully that can be a shop or a blacksmith or something, just so we can use our cash up before getting to that final boss. And maybe if we get bonuses which decrease the corruption, that would be good. Because, again, we're starting to get to the point which we don't need the experience, especially in that final boss battle. Sure, let's keep getting this. Damage for the XP that we don't need. I think we picked up food, which is now a magnet as well. I think the game calls the magnet something like a void thing, but sure, we'll just call it magnet. Let's use banish. Go on, banish it. Banish a card. That's how much I've used that. Maybe I should do it again, but these are fine to keep. That extra regen for less health, or an extra projectile for less damage. Let's go with that. So we're closing in on the 1070 monsters kill requirement on this level, courtesy of our stupidly high damage output. Card selection, we could improve our gold multiplier, but I don't see the need, given we're near the end. Sure, let's get the health regen again. Another... I mean, this gives us an option, but we're just going to go this way anyway, so who cares? The time limits on these levels always seems too short for me. I don't know if it's just because I'm playing on the edge of my current ability, my current leveling up. Let's choose the impenetrable. But yeah, you'll see like 20 seconds have gone and I've only killed, what, 20% of the people, but... Sorry, 20% of the monsters required or something. But it's, you know, just miles off, actually. So we choose damage or defense. Now let's just go with damage. So yeah, we were a long way off that optional quest, as you might expect, as I definitely did expect. Okay, so what do we get? Do we want this? I mean, it improves damage, but reduces defense by more. Let's banish this, because it kind of gives us a reroll anyway. Sure, we'll go with that. I do have a rarity reroll, so maybe I should be using that. This is just the chest. So 3 billion experience. The Saint's Shinbone heal 50% on health when you level up. Well, that would have been useful a long time ago, but it's not really useful now. If this is the last one, let's try the rarity reroll. So we definitely don't want the double-edged sword. Does it reroll things within the same rarity? Is that what it means? I thought it would reroll the rarity. Anyway. Defense. Well, let's banish. I don't really want to banish these things. I mean, it doesn't really matter because it's the last thing. Are we going to get a chance? Yes. So recursion, which pushes damage multiplier up higher. I like it. At least 300 damage, boiling blood. Right, well, we've unlocked something else. We'll check that out at the end. We have to kill 37 elites. Apparently. Is this not the final? Anyway, that is an elite. So we will try and kill it, but it's zipping around. And then splitting. Or maybe it still counts as having been killed. Okay, so these are all good. Do we want Lunatic to be even worse? I think we were trying to reduce... Increase max health. Makes monsters way stronger. Max health, damage. So these are all good things. Right? But it increases damage by a long way as well. Or do I just get damage? Oh, let's go with the Lunatic. Because it will unlock some things, right? And... Sure, I don't want base area sizes. I mean, I do a little bit. But that's fine. Seeing as we're doing most of the damage with the throwing things. Recursion. Our health is still not really taking any hits. Void Spirit. 100% chance for soul gems to be attracted, so let's just get all the soul gems ever. Sure, I like it. Although that thing on the floor wasn't attracted. Defense multiplier. Is that really only 75%? Seems quite low. Maybe I banish this thing. And we get recursion, so we'll pick that. There is now a dent in our health, but that regen, it just fills straight back up again. Let's go with the Thunder Spirit. Again, it's too late for any gold to be useful, I think. Even though we're on 26k gold. Yeah, recursion. Right, we've killed 27 elites. Yeah, Thunder Spirit. Get Thunder Spirit level 5, so we've unlocked the Volt Strike Gauntlet. And that's the end of the stage. Right, so gold and card selections. Again, we didn't really want that. Maybe I should have banished that a long time ago. And now on to the final... Oh no, there is stuff beyond there. I thought this was the end of the level. Right, champion slaying. We have to kill 5 champions. And these have 45 million health. Move base speed, health regen. I mean, that's better. Let's go with that one. Impenetrable, sure. And this is the last one, is it? Keeps moving about. I swear the number went up. I think because maybe, yeah, when we get one that splits, it then increases it, right? Slay the boss. What boss? This thing. I mean, he doesn't have as much health as the other guys. Although he is splitting. Is he going to do any damage back? He's just splitting again and again. Maybe that's the problem with this boss. Infinite split. Right. More regen. Or just damage. Let's go with damage. Even though it's normal. Now attack speed for defense. And the same thing. Sure. And then recursion. It's like, have I slayed the boss yet? Oh, I couldn't tell you. I can't really see it. Oh no, there's still like these things. Yeah, it would be nice if there was an arrow pointing to the thing that was actually the boss. I see. Anyway, 28 billion experience. 2 card choices. I mean, we could get more gold. I don't think it's helpful, though. Even though it's tainted. Damage to remove some health. Add health. regen but remove some health. Maybe. Right, so let's go with the question mark. Yeah, there is actually a whole chain back here. So there's 2 bosses on this floor. A chicken statue. Food max health. Sorry, food increases max health. Again, would have been better to have that sooner, but never mind. Fractal. Projectiles break down into 3 smaller projectiles. Yes, please. And then just base damage, sure. This is like a survive, is it? Yep, my frame rate is not enjoying that. Let's increase our base pickup. Actually, maybe that's stupid, because I think I have a 100% chance to pick up things, right? I mean, I could just stand still. Kill 5,000 enemies with the shuriken. Is that in 1 run? Anyway, I've unlocked the talent for that, so I can now start a game with a shuriken. But, you know, given how many enemies I'm killing per round, and this is like the 30th stage or something. 35th stage or something, I don't know. I must have been killing things with a lot of other things first. I really hope there's a shop soon. Because this was a question mark, right? Anyway, lots more experience, card selection. Sure, let's get more of that blood stuff. Well, another question mark. This one is just looting rewards. Saint's Pelvis. Can't speak, apparently. Healed 30% of your health. Just a small typo again, early access. At the end of each stage. Well, that's quite useful. I mean, not because I have full health. We can increase damage, but also increase corruption. Well, given the other choices, sure, why not? And we can then choose between a normal fight or a big boss fight. I just want to place... Well, there's an armor smith there. Well, this is a shop. So do I go to the armory or the shop? Anyway, let's for now go to the harder thing. But we'll choose those things. Right. Gold coin found. I need to find coins. I mean, it's not difficult to find all the coins. In fact, it's almost easier to find the coins. Maybe I should kill the enemies first, so I can get an optional reward. Or, I don't know, I've got enough rewards. Let me just collect all the coins. This will be a short level. There's also this thing. Damage multiplier, attack speed. Yeah, like I need those things. I mean, always welcome, I suppose. Another huge amount. Sure, projectile size. It's already small. And if we don't care about gold at this point, maybe we should just be getting this normal one. At least 1500 damage. the game is struggling more than it was earlier. I think when I opened up the game earlier, I reached, well, it's a shame that it happened in the menu, but there was like an achievement for, you know, 3 frames per second or something. So, you know, when you get to the late stage of the game, maybe that's when you're supposed to trigger it, but it just triggered in the menu because it was doing something else, loading or something. I don't know. Anyway, we're losing health, but, or, you know, immediately regaining it. What are we trying to do? Kill monsters, ultimately, and survive. It is madness. Yeah, maybe the game needs a bit of optimization at this level when it's trying to put so many enemies on the screen. What are we going to do? Defense piercing? Sure. Oh, we're nearly at 1 minute 30, but we're getting close. No, we didn't quite do it. Well, I should have just stood still then. Anyway, lots of experience again. The selection, let's go with projectile size. Not that it really matters. Now, do we go to the shop, which we have a, you know, reduction for, or do we go to the blacksmith? And I'll click blacksmith because of the limit break service. So we can have an extra 500 damage, and that fires more often. Though this has knockback and critical damage. Let's go with the bow. Hand of the Cheetah. You can now pick between 4 soul cards. That would have been better earlier. Card selection. It just... I selected it, but it didn't actually give me anything. Oh, that's strange. Let's reroll. Collection book. Each soul card increases your damage by 2%. Actual bonus plus 70 damage. Even though we have 70 cards. That should be 140 damage. I know maths. I don't know why it's not actually giving me a card selection. I don't think I've got to the end, but let's just reroll. Challenges Amulet. Increase card quality during elite stages. Whatever. Anyway, we'll just go to the next stage, which is the final boss for this run. Max health regen. Sure. Anyway, typical boss level, and the fact that you have to start with these altars. Anyway, so we'll come down to the second altar, we'll trigger that. Yeah, and there's nothing really able to hurt us, so just stand here doing nothing whilst that charge goes up to 100% and it's done, and then we'll like zoom across with our speedy dash, although it does hop if you stop when you get to it. Again, we'll just stand still. Here comes the Zone 3 boss, the Necromancer, who has 500 million health, and I've never had to play them before, so I don't know what they do. And we've already got them down to 480 million. Their attacks appear to have like some kind of homing mechanism on them. Anyway, I'm just trying to use my throwing knives. My health is taking a tiny amount of damage, but it just regens, so maybe I shouldn't be too worried. Can't really see which, you know, if he is bringing out more attacks. There's attacks coming from someone in here. I don't know. I appreciate the game is probably lagging a bit, and all these effects are probably producing a horrible quality video. I can only apologize. So he isn't taking any damage. Well, there's something over here. Am I supposed to be going over here? What's this? What's this about? Now? Right, so for a while he was taking no damage because of that thing. And is it back again? Yeah, okay. So I'm not quite sure what this portal is, what it's doing, but it is apparently necessary to stand here. Charge the magic circle. Survive for 90 seconds. Sure. Easy. And now we're back to just slaying the boss. Where is he? There. Again, charge the magic circle or survive. Okay. Well, we're just going to go to the magic circle. Which, okay, we are taking damage. Let's not rest on our laurels. We have enough regen, we just need to pay attention. Right. You can see that health bar going up and down. Okay. Dark God's third book. So this is the end screen. I mean, that run was quite a long run, an hour and 40 minutes. I may even chop this up into 2 episodes. As you see, it will show you damage summary. I think this screen is new. They've changed some things on this. So you can see which things were the best, which things did the most damage. So Bo did 1.17 billion damage, which is about, what, 1/16th my damage, but only 3,000 kills. The thing which gave me the most kills was Thunder Spirit. Really? Apparently, Thunder Spirit was the best thing. It did 6.63 billion damage, so there you go. Throwing Knife, even though I thought it was doing lots, it was doing, well, 2 billion damage. I suppose I picked it up relatively late on. Crossbow as well, picked up late on, did more than the bow, so... it shows you get these points. These are the ones, so... well... Sorry, these ones here are the ones which you then use in the Soul Shop, which we'll go look at in a second. And the Mastery is used for upgrading the talents, I believe. I don't know if some of them are used somewhere on others elsewhere. Anyway, the achievements thing, as you were seeing halfway through the game, sometimes these things popped up for doing various things. These now appear here. So you can actually read them in more detail rather than them appearing in the game. So, to start a run. I mean, I did this before, I don't know why it's only just unlocked now. Anyway, we unlocked Training Weight, which reduces experience gain by 33%. New soul cards start at level 2. Maybe useful, maybe not. I would say probably not, because that's only 1 level, but... Anyway, reaching at least 35 piercing got me acid coating, killing the rank 1 giant worm, D rank giant worm. Now we have the worm gland, which is a weapon, is that? Randomly spit acid balls around you. Yeah. Reach 666 defense piercing, so that's the unholy... What's it called? Aura. Thunder Spirit, getting that to level 5, unlocks this gauntlet. When you dash, you gain Volt Charge buff for 10 seconds. Having the Volt Charge buff increases your damage by 15%. So yeah, there are loads and loads of these in the game and lots and lots of upgrades. There's It's filled with things. Town Hall Registry. Each banished soul card increases your base damage by 0.25 and base critical chance by 1%. So, you know, you want to banish things then? Am I wrong? Reach at least 5 corruption. Reaching 1 corruption. So the candle gives you purification. Don't know if there's a way to, like, open that up. Anyway, Sword Rang is another weapon. Revolution. On elite killed, heal lots of your max life. Stabbing. Piercing multiplier. Base damage. Weapon aura. Killing the D rank necromancer unlocks the C rank soul shop, which we're going to look at in a second. Anachronistic ability to slow down time. And the hourglass. Interesting. Anyway, like I say, there's lots of these things. Lots of weapons. And you can even look at your run and see which things, all these things, the stats you had. And the soul shop, so now, like I'd open up these things and I have 32,000 points to spend, which means I can, you know, get this 8 XP multiplier up. I can get health regen, an extra rarity reroll, so it's cheap. Oh, that's got lots of levels. Artifact on elite stage, percentage chance. Void Magnet also attracts gold coins, sure. Like, these things could just be useful. What are we looking at here? Anachronistic. Ability to slow down time by pressing key, or it doesn't tell me which one. You can slow down time for your enemies and projectiles. Consumes a dash charge. So that's interesting. Not something I'm going to choose right now. Especially when I have a damage multiplier here, which is cheaper. And projectiles. Do like me some projectiles, although that one's expensive. Crit chance, attack speed. Ascended drop chance. Display normal fight objectives. Display normal fight objectives. Doesn't it already do that? Don't know. We'll find out next time what that means. Any other things back here that I wanted? Rarity reroll, maybe. Just get the things which are cheap. What about in the F rank? Yeah, we'll have an extra reroll. Guaranteed Void Magnet? Sure. Anyway, so those are upgrades and stuff. And in the, you can change your skin, so yeah. There's the Gold Rog, the Night Rog. And the challenge. Sorry, the talents. So I've got an extra talent slot now. And, oh, this was for the anachronistic. Basically slows down time. The bow, did I upgrade it? Yes. But also it then takes a lot more to upgrade again. So this is now 1 projectile every 26 levels, up to 5. That's launch 8 volleys of 3 arrows in the aim direction. Sure. Sounds good. Actually, I don't know how you use the active talent. Maybe I was not using the active talent this whole game. Who knows? Anyway, very long video. I will probably add a cut, as I mentioned. Thank you very much for watching. If you have, please leave a like, and if you have liked it, presumably you have if you've made it this far. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more. There's plenty like this on the channel. And again, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.